moment, Rachel, in this country, and it's going to get worse.
Oh, and Steve, when you talk about that danger, and as you describe it, increasing radicalization, the thing that stuck with me today about Mr. Kagan's piece is his critique of the underestimating of this as a threat, the underestimating of the power of this authoritarian movement, and the consequence of underestimating, which is appeasement. What it has me wondering is, what is the opposite of underestimating it? What is the opposite of appeasement? What are the options that are available if we decide to confront this as a country and to not take this, to not play this down, to recognize the threat here and the historical echoes that you're describing here in a way that is bone chilling? What does that look like? What is the opposite of appeasement?
Confrontation. What you did at your show brilliantly was this, and it puts you at the front of a fight that will determine whether we're able to maintain the republic. In the front of that fight is the space where the lie is confronted with the truth. That's the battleground, and it plays out in a million ways. But a democracy cannot survive in a world where the lie and the truth stand equally. The system that we have is based on a compact that requires faith and belief and trust. It's how we share power with people that we disagree with. We acknowledge that we live in a complex world where people have different perspectives, and we have to accommodate those views. In the 21st century, I believe that there was a consensus that has unraveled in startlingly short period of time that you can trace all the way back to the beginning of the country. In the name of political power, also the same people claiming that they're doing it in the name of freedom are saying that the preservation of freedom means maintaining our power, not necessarily abiding the results of the election. And when you get into that territory, you're in a scary space. And it's essential to remember to understand one thing, and this has to be brought forward into the debate. Despite all the flaws of American democracy or any democracy, democracies are the only system of government that has ever existed in the history of humanity that puts the individual human being on top of the power of the state. Every other system subordinates the dignity of the human being to the power of the state for the purposes of the state, often controlled by self-interested, corrupt minority. So this is the most profound moral issue that you could possibly talk about on any given evening in this country, because it goes to the heart of the American idea, the embrace of humanism, of natural rights, of pluralism, and this idea that anybody can be an American, that we can all stand equal, co-equally in a society under the rule of law where we all get a say and get to participate. And that is what is being vandalized and attacked, and successfully so. They are on the march. They are ascendant. They've raised more money than the Democrats. Republicans have tremendous advantages heading into this next midterm election. So we are indeed, as you have pointed out, at a very frightening moment.